Hi everyone, meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio, taking a look at what you need to know as we get ready for this afternoon's solar eclipse across the country. Again, path of totality stretching from parts of southeast Texas through Arkansas up towards Indiana, Ohio, and then into New England. Again, in 2017, we had that path of totality cutting right across the state of Nebraska. This year, this go around, not the case, but we will see, again, still a pretty decent show. I think across the state we're going to be looking at anywhere between about 65 to about 85% of the sun being eclipsed by the moon. The highest percentage is going to be across the southeastern corner of the state. Falls City, about 84% of the sun blocked out by the moon. In Lincoln, about 80%, 76%. In Grand Island, about 70%. In North Platte, anywhere between about 60 and 65% across parts of the Nebraska Panhandle. But will we be able to see it? What are the viewing conditions going to look like? And again, good news on that front, especially if you're in the southern half of the state. Looks like we're going to have really no issues when it comes to viewing, especially during the maximum eclipse. But the northern half of the state, northern third of the state, I think is going to be dealing with some cloud cover as we head through the afternoon hours that will impede the viewing conditions. So again, may need to get lucky, see some breaks in the clouds for areas like Norfolk, Columbus, Ainsworth, O'Neill, Valentine, Chadron, Scottsbluff. Again, those areas across the northern tier of the state. Again, all of our model solutions have kind of converged on dealing with some cloud cover across the northern tier of the state. But again, how thick is that cloud cover going to be? Will we see breaks in that cloud cover? Again, may have to get lucky to get a decent view in some of those areas across the northern tier of the state. So again, in Lincoln, this is what we can expect to see. That partial eclipse is going to begin at 12:38 and 30 seconds. Maximum eclipse of about 80% will peak at 1:53 and 42 seconds this afternoon. And then that partial eclipse will end about an hour and 20 minutes later or so at 3:08 and 50 seconds is when that eclipse will come to an end. Again, it will get noticeably darker outside. Temperatures may cool back a few degrees as well. Across the state, these are the start times. These are all in Central Time, starting between about 12:30 and 12:40 from west to east across the state. The maximum eclipse time between about 1:45 and 1:55. Again, these are Central Time, 1:45 to 1:55 across the state. And then the eclipse will end between about 2:55, 3:10 from west to east across the state. And again, those, again, are in Central Time. Again, always want to make sure people know they cannot view the eclipse by just looking at it. You need eclipse glasses or something like that. Again, never look directly into the sun. You can impact your vision. Can hurt you. So again, you need to make sure you have those eclipse glasses. There are some at-home kind of do-it-yourself ways that you can make an eclipse viewer, a pinhole viewer or something like that, using a shoebox, punching a hole in it. Again, you can find details on how to make those or get that going if you just do a quick Google search online. But again, looks like in parts of the state, going to have a pretty decent show this afternoon. Some parts of the state may have to get lucky, but I hope everyone enjoys the show and has a good afternoon.